Evening folks, this is going to be another landscape edit or waterscape edit. As you can see, the photo on the left is what we start out with and the photo on the right is what we're going to end up with. So we're already in develop. I'll go back to the photo and I'll reset it. So this is the photo to start with. So do the lens correction. Not that it'll make much difference. It was taken with D5300 Nikon and my settings 18mm ISO 100 to 130 to 320th of a second at f9. So as you can see, it doesn't look too bad, but you can always improve it. So what I usually start by doing, it looks pretty straight, but we'll just have a quick look. So if you go into transform, now you can do this two ways. You can go into rotate and you can rotate it yourself by clicking on it and just use your mouse and you can move it around yourself. Or you can just go into auto and hit auto and it's changed it. So we now know that the horizon line is now straight. So go into transform and press auto and that's basically it's straightened. So let's get into editing. Right, firstly I'm going to dehaze it a little bit and then put the highlights up, bring the whites up a bit to get some of the clouds a bit more colourful, drop the shadows and drop the blacks. Now when you look at this bit in the middle, if you were to print this, because this is more white than anything else, it wouldn't print very well. So best thing you can do, zoom in, so 1 to 1, go into adjustment brushes, have feather at 100, so that means around the outside it's going to feather in to everything else. If you want to tick that box, so when you do something, it shows you where you are and what you've gone over. Now remember, I'm doing this pretty quickly, so but you can't do it with a smaller brush and just move it around a bit. So what we're going to do, we'll take that off so we can see what we're doing. So I'm going to knock the exposure down by a full stop, and as you can see around the outside, you're just starting to see where the adjustment brush is being set. So you've gone too far, so if you move it back up until you don't see that, it is about there. So we've gone down half a stop. Highlights, bring them down because we don't want the highlights. Again, just make sure that there's nothing around the outside of this. Bring your whites down a bit and there you can see it's starting to come through, so push your whites back up. Now these sliders, you can use them two ways. You can click on it and move your mouse wheel in the middle and move it up and down, or you can just click on it, keep your finger on the left button and just drag it up and down. It's entirely up to you which way you do it. I'm going to put a little bit of dehaze into it. We don't need any texture or anything like that. Now you could knock your saturation right down, but there's no point. If anything, put your saturation up, because what I'm about to do next is go to the temperature. Well, if you go to the temperature, take it all the way to the left, it goes blue. Take it all the way to the right, it goes yellow. So we'll go somewhere in the middle. I think that'll be alright. Zoom out. It's now more yellow, so that's what we wanted. Right. A little bit of clarity, some contrast. I'm going to lighten it a tad. texture, I'm just going to put a little bit. Might give the waves a little bit more, that's all. Right, saturation. Take the saturation back down, bring the vibrance up first. So bring that up. As you bring that up, you can see all the colours starting to go more crisp. And you're starting to get some nice colours in the clouds. So I'm going to put the vibrance up a little bit more. And one more. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. Right, if you go down to transform, not transform, start again. If you go down to effect, excuse me, full of cold again, still. It's got basically vignetting, so basically all that means is you can put a little bit of darkness around the outside that brings the eye into the centre. Now if you're doing a black and white or an old style photo, what you could do, reset that, you could go and make it white. Obviously it doesn't work on this photo, but that's, you can see exactly what it's doing there. But I'm just going to reset that and go into the blacks a little bit. I usually take it about 25, maybe 30. I think 25 will be fine. And that's about your lot. Everything else is done. So I'll see you on the next one.